What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Brock, and today we're talking about one of the greatest tag teams in wrestling history, Astro Turk and Black Hole Bart.
Bang, bang.
Why did I just completely forget their team name? Meteor Storm.
Meteor, mediocre storm.
Mediocre. I mean, that's being nice. Yeah, but they're probably the first complete jobber tag team.
They were our version of the Mulkeys.
Yes. A good time.
I never had them win a tag title though.
I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, I'm looking at their cards. I haven't looked at these in a long time. They are pretty bad.
I I wish I would have divided my feds up earlier because I would have kept
Uh-huh.
these guys around longer.
Yeah, because I'm one that loves enhancement guys
Yep.
because there's always a place for them. You know, if you ever just, oh, this guy hasn't fought in a while, let's throw him against Black Hole Bart, just, and then Black Hole Bart will beat him in my fed and just ruin everything you're trying to do. But yeah, I love the enhancement wrestlers. I think we could use more of them, honestly.
Yeah, just make a small enhancement set, like 6 cards.
Yeah, get a tag team in there, a woman or two, and just whoever else to fill it out.
Yep.
Maybe a good tag team, a bad tag team, and then a singles guy and a singles female. No, there's a lot of things you could do with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were I can't say one was really better than the other, but I did have Astro Turk
Uh-huh.
in my UWA. I had the Milky Way, which is like the 1 point
Yeah.
titles, and he held the. He was a 2-time Milky Way champion.
Who's his partner?
No. That's just on his own.
Oh, okay.
So he got a title shot, thinking it'd be a cakewalk, and upset people twice.
Nice. I love when that happens. Well, I guess we'll start with him then.
Okay,
Looking at his
Astro
card.
Turk.
He only has one comeback on his entire card, but it is a 2 on level 2, which is kind of significant. I think he is probably better of the two. Looking at them side by side here.
Yeah,
He has a move that can potentially take you to level 3 on level 1. It's a power check, and he has a +3 power. So not going to hit very often, but it is there. Um, he's got a level 1 move in the first slot of level 2 offense. Usually, if you see that, you don't see 2 level 1 moves on level 1. They usually split them up, but he's got both. He's got 3 level 1 moves total. A lot of tags, so kind of hard to keep down. He's even got a tag on level 3. He goes 3, 2, 1 on tags, so he's got a lot of tags. A really low DQ, a DQ of 3, so he's not going to get DQ'd very often or ever, really. But he's got a cage rating of 8.
okay.
So put this dude in a cage, he's probably not going to win. I think that's the highest cage rating I've ever seen. What's his partner have? His partner has a 6. That's pretty funny.
I had him for so I use these guys for 5 years.
Okay.
I've honestly thought of bringing them back,
Do it.
and if they did, they were going to feud Walter and Bruce.
Nice.
Waldo and Bruce.
That's a good. Waldo and Bruce will get some wins there, I think.
Yeah. But here's Astro Turk. Now, he did win a feud.
Okay.
He lost against Vladhammer, lost against Frenzy, lost against Taurine, lost against Kara. In his final year, he won against Kara.
Nice.
And I had him coming in at a 5'11" and 190 pounds.
Wait do you hear his official height and weight here. You ready for this? 5'10" and a half,
Okay, close.
252 pounds.
No.
Maybe his partner. Yep.
And
I
he
wonder if they
didn't
changed
injure
that.
anybody and didn't feud anybody. He had nothing. The back of his card is a blank.
He's just there to get beat.
Yep. There's his front. See, there's writing. He did feud people.
I like him. He looks like a cowboy.
And I do like the Warner art, the colorized version of him.
Yeah, I think I might have that. No, maybe not. I think I might have put those away just for comparison's sake. Yeah, I don't think I have it here. He did a good job on these two, for
Yeah.
sure.
He gave him the old Yosemite Sam mustache.
Yep. Yeah, I use these guys exclusively as a tag team, just to put people over.
Yeah, that's what I did too. But they were my only real jobbers back then, other than Ursa Major as well.
Yeah,
And so, one singles, but every so often I'd pair them up.
yeah,
Like I'd single them because uh, Ursa Major was the good guy jobber, and so these guys were the bad guy jobber. So if a good guy needed a singles,
yeah. It makes sense.
he'd face off against one of these two.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's the burning question: how would you power creep Astro Turk
Ah,
with one thing?
he's got the finisher, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's a tag finisher.
Yeah, and it's a 0.
Mm-hmm.
I'd make it a +2.
Still tag?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That way, if they do hit it, there's a slight chance
Yeah.
it's a big upset, but you don't want to make it a 3 or a 4 or anything like that.
Nah, because that's not what they're there for.
No.
Um, one thing. I guess I'll drop the pin down. It's a 9-6 now. I'll drop his pin down just to be different. I'll take it to a 7-4.
And
Not
6 and 4.
Yeah, not great, but his defense isn't actually that bad. He's got 2 downs on his level 3 on his entire card, honestly, and they're both on level 3. And one has a tag attached, and the other has a leave attached.
Okay.
So he can get away. He has 2 chances to get away, either by tagging out or just leaving. But he has a C ring rating, so unless he rolls snake eyes or something, he's not going to do much out there.
Does he have 4 Cs? Or
No, he
does
has a
have
B in ropes. He has a B in ropes. Everything else is a C.
That's what I thought. I thought Tom gave him at least a 1B on both guys.
Yeah, that's how he did it. Astro Turk, not to be confused with Astro Turf.
And next up is Black Hole Bart.
Check this dude out.
I like the name better though.
Yeah, that is a cool name. BHB. Whoops, I dropped him. Let me pull his stats up here. Mr. Bart.
I had him at 6'3" and 260 pounds.
You're pretty close. Say the official listing is 6'1", 278 pounds. Which I can believe if Astro Turk is 250 plus.
Yeah.
Maybe the gravity's dense or something on the planet that they're from.
Black Hole Bart's feuds. He lost against Ursa Major, lost against Psycho, lost against Romulus, lost against Ursa Major, and then he beat Ursa Major in his final year.
Wow.
So he had a good feud going against Ursa Major 3 times, beat him once.
He does have the better singles card. He's got a lot of comebacks. He's got 3 on level 1 and 2 on level 2. He's got a down on level 2 as well. He has 3 downs on level 3 and a pin. He's one of those guys, when you get him down, he's just going to get pummeled.
Yeah.
And he's got, on his level 3 offense, no finisher, 3 moves that'll keep you on level 3, and out of the ring, a choice H, and then a level 2 move.
So you're saying he can almost keep you down.
Almost. But if you move up to level 2, he has no automatic level 3 move. It's a choice. He has a choice C with a level 2 move and a choice F, which I think now is attached to level 2 moves. So he might keep you down, but getting you down is next to impossible. unless he rolls well on his opponent rolls badly on the charts, I guess, is his biggest chance of getting you to level 3.
Well, I guess that'd be the how do you power creep him? Well, he's getting it down on level on level 2.
Yeah, move that choice. Yeah, because
Everything
you're.
moves up 1.
I don't know if that'll focus. Pretty bad.
Well, that's what they're supposed to be.
Exactly. That's their role. Their role is to make everybody else look better.
It was a simple enhancement. We need another one. Now, I don't know if there are any like this in FTR.
I don't think so. Nothing this bad. FTR is like they're all kind of at a lower level, so it's interesting because anybody could really win. They've started sprinkling in some tougher characters, but they're all like lower mid card at best for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is what they should be.
I know as Sam Vet, so if people watching this don't realize, but I won the FTR contest along with another Mike.
Yeah.
Our characters to be put into FTR.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not allowed to talk about it.
Oh no.
Well, because it's not, we're still working on it.
Yeah, right.
So what I did is I made a deaf wrestler,
Cool.
and I worked out the mechanics for a deaf wrestler. And one thing they liked about her is she goes off facial expressions because she can't hear.
Mm-hmm. Is there going to be a masked wrestler mechanic?
And but that's what Sam said. Sam said he looked at it and went, "Yeah, we got to make these guys tougher."
Yeah. The power creeps hit FTR a little bit too. It just happens.
Oh yeah.
Mayhem is not. He hasn't crept up. He's pretty terrible, but he's supposed to be. He was my addition to FTR. Is a fat pig.
So now we both have characters in FTR.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Good times. I love the FTR sets because there's so many promoter made characters in there.
Yeah.
It's a good variety of different things going on that way.
And that, well, we're at it. I did get something in the mail. I got 2 things from Grant.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Promoter extraordinaire. I got my Hollywood set.
Okay. The one I showed off last week.
Yep. So it finally arrived in Canada.
Cool. That didn't take too long.
No, a few days extra. And then Grant sent me his
I told
his
you that's what I was telling you about, right?
yep.
Yeah.
So he sent me it as well. I had asked him for it. I emailed him, said, "Hey Grant, that sounds actually kind of cool. Can I get it?" And he's like, "Oh yeah."
I love the font he used to make it look like it was done on a typewriter and all that.
Yep.
That's just extra detail that only somebody like Grant would appreciate. You know what I mean? Or think to do.
So I was just kind of going over it, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is kind of neat." I don't know who some of the people are.
Yeah, you're not that far yet. Neither am I, but I spoil the books though. I read the books.
I have heard people talk about them, like in the podcast. So I know the names.
Yeah, you're familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. I got real excited when I got that. I was like, I could do this, and then I never did.
It's like
I,
me when I put my Fed online on the promoter page,
uh-huh.
and then that lasted like 6 cards.
That's what I did too. I think I did this big round robin tournament, and I posted like the first 3 weeks of it, and then just abandoned.
Yeah, what I did is I told the storyline of Thantos retiring,
Okay.
and so I did it, bit by bit, and people were liking it. I remember because Rob Bobian hopped on. He's like, "I can't believe Mike Fortune's actually posting Fed results." But how it worked was Tex Remington was my heavyweight champion. He had upset Chaos.
hmm
So Thantos comes out and says, "Hey, I want a shot at the title." And Tex is like, "You're not even ranked." This is Thantos at the end of his career.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, you put your title on the line, and I'll put my career on the line."
Oh, there you go.
So, you know, I get a shot at the title, and you get to be the man that can retire Thantos. So, of course, Tex is going to take it. They had a good match. Thantos beat him. And so the next card that comes out, and Tex comes out and he wants his rematch. And Thantos is like, "No, I'm not giving you one. We're going to have one more match, and it's going to be versus Star Warrior." He picked his opponent. And it's going to be for the GWF heavyweight title. So I
Nice.
had Star Warrior versus Thantos for the GWF heavyweight title. Both guys, this is Star Warrior with the tag finish.
Yeah, yeah.
And they battle it out, and Star Warrior pinned Thantos in his final match. So Star Warrior becomes a heavyweight champion. Now he got killed against Chaos in his next match.
Yeah. That's a good way to get Thanos, send him out.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Thantos left, putting his buddy over.
hmm That new Thantos card is so cool. I wish I didn't put that stuff away. I would have showed off. It is now
Oh,
available for purchase.
yeah, I would say I think everybody's seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been out for a little while now, about a month.
Yeah, he made him blind in one eye.
I like it. Good chance of that happening when your face is gouged out over your eye.
Yeah. But you also might think, hey, could they give him a robotic eye? This is the year 2086
Yeah. But would he
on
want
different
it?
planets. You have interstellar travel. I'm sure they could make a robotic eye, but hey,
Some people have one, I think. There's a couple people that have one, doesn't there?
in real life,
No, in the game. I can't think of
well,
anybody.
yeah, Colossus has one.
That's part of
He's
his
half his
race,
head is
though.
robot. He's half cyborg.
Right. Colossus.
And then, since I think we're done talking about, Meteor Storm, we
We
really
didn't
can't.
we didn't power creep Black Hole Bart yet though.
I did. I said I'd give him a down on level 2.
Okay, I'll give him a finisher, a 0 finisher. Bart's Crunch will now be Bart's Crunch 0. Just to give him a fighting chance.
Yeah, no, hey. And our topic are our favorite sporting movies.
Okay. Um,
Now,
hmm.
next to science fiction, sporting movies are probably my favorite genre.
Okay. Hmm. Couple popped in my head right away. I like the original Mighty Ducks, actually,
Okay.
and Remember the Titans.
Yeah, no, that's a solid choice.
Trying to think of some other ones that I thought were pretty good.
The first sporting movie I can remember watching, and I was like 10 years old when I saw it,
Mm-hmm.
The Natural.
Okay.
And I've seen that movie probably about 20 times. And I still get chills when he hits the ball into the lights and shatters and going around the bases.
Nice.
Roy Hobbs. Oh yeah, love that movie. Baseball movies seem to get me, like
Mm-hmm.
The
You feel,
Sandlot.
oh, I forgot about Sandlot. That one that might be my all-time favorite.
When I was in Chicago, Jeff Manning and his kids and myself went to a restaurant we saw called The Sandlot. We're like, we're going.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad, but it was cool going there.
Yeah. Um, are you a Field of Dreams fan?
Yeah, I liked Field of Dreams. Um, Kevin Costner does another baseball movie. I'm trying to remember it, where he plays a pitcher named Chapel, and he's going for a perfect game on his last game.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one. What about Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac? It's a comedy.
I don't think I ever saw. I know of it. I don't. He
I
was going for
liked
his
it.
3,000th hit, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had already had 3,000 hits and he retired. And then they reviewed some stats and they rolled a couple of errors or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
So he was missing like 3 hits or something like that. And it took him the whole season to get it.
That's right. I saw that. I think it was Mr. Baseball. I did
Oh
like
yeah,
that one.
that's a different one. There's a lot of good baseball movies. There's Million Dollar Arm about WWE's Veer Mahan.
Yeah, that's with the two guys from India.
Yep. Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah. I'm just now going through the Kevin Costner filmography.
Good. That's going to be a big one. He's been around a long time.
I want to know the name of this baseball movie. I saw it. I liked it. I watched it a few times.
It's not Yellowstone.
For the Love of the Game,
Okay, there you go.
1999. If you haven't watched it, that's a solid baseball movie.
Apparently, he also is in Bull Durham,
Yep.
which is a baseball movie.
Yeah, he likes his baseball. He's got three top-notch baseball movies.
Was he in A League of Their Own too?
No, that was Tom Hanks. I took my wife to go see that movie.
That movie was good.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was great in that. I just remember him peeing in the sink for like 5 minutes straight.
Now there's some hockey movies, like people love Slapshot. I was never a big Slapshot fan.
Yeah, I wasn't really either. I liked Miracle.
Yeah, I'm not as hyped up on the Miracle on Ice as you guys are.
Yeah, makes sense. Space Jam was a good sports movie.
I'm trying to think. Was there a good basketball movie? Let's see, Teen Wolf. No, no.
Uh, White Men Can't Jump was good back in the day.
And Hoosiers, but Hoosiers was not a good movie. I don't think. I saw.
Airbud, Airbud.
Oh,
Don't forget about Airbud. Don't sleep on Airbud is a great basketball movie. It
could
spawned the
you
whole
imagine?
franchise.
Could you imagine how dumb that coach would have felt if that dog, didn't score?
Right. What an idiot. He's putting the dog out there.
What are you putting a golden retriever in for? He's not going to score anything.
Yeah, that I didn't even think of that.
That would have been the worst coaching decision ever.
But it worked out. There's so many Airbud movies now. Like they have every job imaginable now, these dogs. We just watched at the school Santa Buddies, which is like his grandkids are like trying to save Christmas or something like that. They got out of hand. But
Like wrestling movies. The first wrestling movie I ever saw was with the Fonz. Yeah, the Henry Winkler movie is called The One and Only.
okay, I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm gonna have to check that out because wrestling movies crack me up.
And yeah, that was the first wrestling movie I ever saw. And it was funny because I'm like, the Fonz is wrestling?
They didn't make too many wrestling movies.
No. And I remember I watched a couple about women wrestlers. And they were made in the
Hmm.
70s, and one Mildred Burke was in it
Oh
as
yeah,
herself.
that's cool.
I just saw that one a few years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch that. It was on TV.
There's been a lot of stupid ones pop up recently, like wrestlers versus zombies and stuff like that.
Now, I remember when I'd see a wrestler in like a movie, I'd freak out.
Hmm.
Like, when I saw Terry Funk in Over the Top.
I remember that. That's that was great. So wait, was that Terry Funk?
Yeah, Terry Funk's fighting Sylvester Stallone.
He popped up in a lot of stuff. He would
And
always play
then,
bad guys in TV shows and stuff too.
and then when I saw him on, well, and then of course, I think that the big wrestling movie that got wrestling kind of mainstream was that one with Hulk Hogan.
No holds barred.
No Holds Barred was Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus the he just died recently. That was kind of sad.
Yeah. The president of the galaxy.
Yeah. Zeus they could have done a lot more with Zeus. He was just a presence, tiny
Yeah.
lister.
And then of course you had the wrestler up for an Academy Award
Hmm. Yeah.
for Picture of the Year.
Hmm. Best actor. Did he win that? I don't think he won Best Actor. I think he was just nominated.
Yeah. Do you think he lived or died at the end of it?
I think he died.
That's what I think too.
They didn't want to come out and say it because I think right around that time we had lost a lot of guys. I think they probably didn't want to. Where all those? I mean, unfortunately, a lot of wrestlers die young, but I think it would have been poor taste to just say come out and say he died, but just let it open.
Yeah, they left it for you.
Hmm. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
And I think it opened a lot of people's eyes.
And it's sad because I've seen a lot of wrestlers like that.
I'm sure you have.
They blew all their money. They have no money,
Hmm. He
and they
was.
don't know what to do with themselves.
Hmm.
They didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
And I've said it before. That's why Bundy got into the game.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble. Save money.
Stay out of trouble, save money, just sit in his hotel room and
Yeah. Hey, that's
play
it's
Stratomatic
smart.
baseball and COTG wrestling.
Hmm. Yeah. It's not a bad move.
No, and I've met other wrestlers who They get their payday and it's gone at the bar that night with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude, you're not going to save any of it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's well, look at Ric Flair. I mean, he was the top guy, probably one of the top five biggest money draws of all time.
Oh
And
yeah.
he has to keep wrestling odd matches just because he's broke. It's kind of sad.
Well, because he lived that lifestyle.
Yeah, he lived the gimmick. I don't think it was a gimmick for him though.
Like, and you talk to Arn, like, and Arn's like, not, he saved his money. He sent his paychecks directly home to the wife.
Yeah,
He took a little bit out, to have his spending money, but she took care of the finances.
yeah, yeah.
Because he goes, I made one dumb move. He goes, I bought a brand new Cadillac. He goes, and my grandma went, well, that was stupid. He goes, that was the last thing I did.
I'm sure he could afford it though.
Oh yeah, but yeah, when it comes to sporting movies, they're kind of all over.
They are. You got your comedies, you got your fantasies, they hit every genre.
Yep. Who is it? Bill Burr does a whole comedy routine on the movies,
Oh yeah. He's a funny guy.
and he talks about how he just doesn't care about uh, when you get that the black athletes. He goes, I just gave up caring about him anymore. He goes, it's gone from swimming and track. He goes, and now it's to swimming. Get out of the pool. He goes, there's just one angry white guy yelling at the black people, get out of the pool. He's got the big
always
vein in his head.
always gotta be one.
That's what he does here. But yeah, there's tons of great sport movies. There's of course there's always going to be bad ones.
Yeah, with everything.
Like I think when you said and for me like I love watching Letterkenny, and that's mostly half the things about hockey.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've ever watched Letterkenny.
I tried, I couldn't get into it.
That's literally just filmed down the street from like it's about a town that's literally like 20 minutes from me. And
Nice.
that's what that town is like in real life.
Just a bunch of mumblers.
Well, mumblers, but
That's all Letterkenny is to me. Is Letterkenny.
that's that's the whole thing. Hey, they're filming a Disney movie just in my town. Like I kept having to drive through it day after day. Disney's filming it. One of the Witch Mountain
Oh, okay,
movies.
that's neat.
So they're filming it. Well, yeah, it sucked driving through it. It only
Yeah.
takes me 12 seconds to drive through my town's downtown. Now it's taking me like 15 minutes because Disney's got to have the biggest crew imaginable.
Netflix has our area on lock. They filmed a few things out here.
Yeah, yeah. Netflix has filmed a couple. We've had a few. Like my town's only 12,000 people, and there's been
Mhm.
like 15 movies or TV shows in the last probably 3 or 4 years, like Handmaiden's Tale.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you watch any of that, that's 90% of the movies filmed in my town at Cambridge.
Nice.
Because Cambridge is 3 different cities.
Hmm.
Merged it into one. It was Galt, Preston, Hespeler, and most of it's filmed in Galt and Hespeler.
Nice.
And I live in the Hespeler part. But it's kind of neat when you're watching and you're like, hey.
Yeah, Mothman Prophecies was filmed in the school I was attending at the time.
Oh.
So, yeah,
But we'll talk about Lego for a brief second. My wife
oh,
bought me a Lego advent calendar. This was today.
nice,
A B1 battle droid.
nice,
I got Commander Cody.
cool. Does he
We
have
got
any
something coming
holiday
up.
accoutrements?
Yeah. No, I haven't got any of that yet. I got something I don't even know what it is. And then I got a mini ship. I've got two mini ships.
Those mini ship builds are great.
So I got a Lat, and then I got Moff Gideon's cruiser,
Hmm.
and now I have the Mini Cruiser that's like this big.
There you go.
So I got them sitting side by side.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I haven't started mine yet. I have one too, but just don't have anywhere to put it without the kids. Bennett will eat them, literally.
So I said, I'm gonna every day I build it, I open it and then leave so I know what to look forward to, and then I build it when I come home.
Oh, there you go. Gives you something to look forward to. Maybe I
And
should do that.
they sent us a free package of
Oh
an
yeah,
elf of two elves and some Christmas trees. So my wife's putting that together, and she's like, "It's 300 pieces."
yeah. I got one of those. It's nice. Um, they had a lot of freebies this holiday season, I think, and they double shipped some of mine.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah. I think that was one of the things that got double shipped.
nice.
Mm-hmm. Like I give Lego enough money.
And in case you haven't noticed, because my background is getting ready for Christmas, so
There you go.
I've Christmas up my set.
I got my tree right here, but I don't have a long enough Ethernet cord to rotate my laptop enough to get it in shot. I'm going to work on that for this weekend for my stream, I think, just to be a different backdrop other than this just randomness behind me.
Your Funko shelf.
Yeah, good times.
And so that should be I think all we got
Cool.
for this week. Little short episode, but hey, when you have Black Hole Bart and Astro Turk, it's not like there's a whole lot you can talk about.
No, no, but hey, they have a purpose in the game, and they filled that hole quite well.
Yeah, this is going to be a 40 to 50 watch episode.
Now it's going to be our most watched episode ever. All right. If you have not yet done so, please click on that subscribe button. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And while you're here, check out all the links below to all our friends and fellow promoters who do Filsinger Games related content. In the podcast realm, we have Roll Up from the Filsinger Games official group, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, the Filsinger Games fan podcast from Grant, who we talked about earlier, and Lee Longpre's Dizzy Dice. Over on YouTube, we have Grant's solo promoter and Dave Little's Heartland Wrestling, which he runs, I think, at 9 o'clock or, well, that'd be Eastern. I think it's 8 o'clock Central on YouTube. And there's also After Further Review. I think that channel is still going. And yeah, and then I'm on Twitch and all that stuff, so you can check me out as well if you'd like. And as always, if you have Filsinger Games related content you'd like us to share, we'd be happy to add it in our links below. Just let us know. Happy to get the word out for you.
Yes.
That's all I got.
I think that's pretty much I have. We're looking at getting a possible Mexican wrestler to come out
Ooh.
next week.
Probably a better shot at getting him than Sam Luptak.
It is big, Mr. Big Time himself.
Yep.
And we
Sweet.
have had people, and I gotta when I post this, the episode from that happened last week, I'll post it. We've had people again ask us if they can be on the show, so I'll put, hey, you want to be on the show? Just message us.
Mm-hmm.
We can get you on. We're
All inclusive.
Yeah. Even if you haven't watched the show, which a few people,
which you can tell right away.
not going to mention any names, Mr. Jim Steinhoff, but we
That's
knew.
all right. He's not watching it.
No, we can mock him because we know he's not watching this. We pick up on it quickly.
It's all good. Maybe he has since he's been on.
Well, we'll find out when he sees us mocking him.
Yeah, right? We love you, Jim.
And I haven't seen Todd Wachowski. He used to be an avid.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. So we do shout outs to some people who, leave comments. I know the Keens.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave comments every so often. I don't know everybody's tag.
Derek comments on every video.
Yeah,
He's
but I know Derek.
encouraging. Yeah.
And yes, I've been asked if we're gonna do some more legends.
We will.
So yeah, we will. And one of the people I want to get on is Jeff Stafford,
Yes. He'd be fun.
because he does so many different feds, but his Alaskan fed is probably the best fed out there for fan stuff. Hands down, it is great.
Yes, we'll have to reach out to him. And Jeff, if you're watching, reach out to us.
Yep.
Because we'd like to have a Jeff other than Manning.
Yeah. Or Reno.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've had two Jeffs.
Yeah.
We need to get Brock Riblet on the show.
Yeah.
It's the only chance to have two Brocks.
That are spelt the same.
Exactly. He's the only other one I know. And I think he told me that I'm the only other one he knows as well. It's very uncommon.
There you go. I only know one other Brock, and it's a CK.
Yeah.
Because he was named after Sir Isaac Brock.
Oh, okay.
So you have no idea who it is.
Mm-mm.
But it's a famous Canadian general.
It's not Lesnar or Lou Brock. I don't know who it is.
Google Sir Isaac Brock, and you'll learn something about Canadian history.
All right. That's what I'm going to say I'm named after.
Okay. Just to confuse the American people.
Yeah.
What are you named after? Oh, Sir Isaac Brock. Canadian war hero?
Yes.
Why, yes.
And now we're officially rambling.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Good night, Cleveland.
Good night, Youngstown, the real Cleveland.